Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this amazing event. We were just talking about it some few minutes ago, and it's a historic event for us here at Interpov, and I believe also for the Rotary Club of Aba Metropolitan. My name is Okoro Rotary Okoro Maka, and this is the first ever pitch that will be funded and sponsored directly by our Rotary Club through the repayment funds made from the Intro of Nigeria. So I am the supervisor for Nigeria, and I also have with me here Mr. Precious, supervising Rotary Club, supervising Intro in Port Harcourt.
So I'm a member of the board of directors of Entropov. I'm based in Salt Lake City, Utah, in the United States, and I've been associated with Entropov for the last probably two or 3 years. And I head up Entropov Utah, and I've been working with specifically Ghana and Nigeria and all the entrepreneurs and the supervisors that manage those entrepreneurs to help prepare them to pitch their business idea. So it's called Halos Footprints, high quality leather products, handcrafted footwear, wallets, belts, and other accessories. Jerry serves about 30 to 50 customers monthly. So he's got small individual buyers and small retailers who buy in bulk. So there's a good customer base. Jerry's been in business about 3 years since September. So almost 3 years as of September this coming year. So he's seeking a loan, and this is how he would invest the loan of $1,000. He'd need to buy a generator, a sewing machine, a finishing kit, different sizes of shoes that fit different clientele, a heavy duty machine press, a stamping machine, some grip adhesive. So he's requesting $900 for the loan, and that would help him grow his business. So you can see that kind of the monthly, the revenue, what he's generating, the expenses, and then you can see here the net income, and the profit margins are really, really healthy. This is kind of the cash flow. You can see that, 2 months ago, he had starting cash of $30, available cash now at $100, and then his cash is growing, and the forecast is that by month 6, it's going to really grow, in a big way.
My name is Jerry Elekwa. I am a Nigerian, and the name of my business is Halos Footprint. And so we've been in business by September will be 3 years in business, and over the course of the years we've tried to create an impression in our community, and we're doing this through providing quality and affordable footwears. So in my area where I live, firstly, I've always been a lover of footwear. I've always loved shoes. I've always loved sneakers, and so that was one of the reasons I decided to go into leather works. And then coupled with my wife, who actually, introduced me to the business, because she was a shoemaker, and then when we started dating, I ventured into the business through her. And so from there, I've learned a lot of things, and I've been able to accomplish a lot.
Okay, go ahead and ask questions for Jerry. Anyone?
Yeah, hello, Jerry.
Yeah.
Yep, hello.
Yeah, my name is Sonny Ibe.
Okay.
I think your name rings bell to me. So I think Benjamin, who says his name is not Benjamin, has already done a lot to help you go through. I think he's impressed. I think I'm also impressed with what I've seen. But I just want to ask you a few questions, and if the answers are satisfactory, I think you're good to go.
Okay.
Now you have a good customer base for the scale you're operating right now. So how are you going to make sure that your sales will go out more when you produce more? That's number one. Number two, your products, are they branded? Do they have your name in them? That's number two. Then number three is, do you have after sales service that you can render to people in case there is need for that? You know, in this part of the world, we tend to go back to our customer to say, oh, this happened, that happened. Do you have plans to make sure that when customers come back, that you can actually make sure they are satisfied again?
We are planning. Part of our business plan is to advertise more. So we're going to be investing um, a particular amount of the loan to advertising. So we're going to run ads on Facebook to get new customers. And currently, I would say the customers we have on hand would even, sometimes we even struggle to meet up with their orders. But um, when we're able to get these materials and machines we are requesting for, we'll be able to satisfy 100% for our customers. And then for the branding, we our logos and our names are on our footwears, and we even have packaging where we have our brand names, our phone numbers, our social media handles on them. So when we are delivering, the products are packaged in a branded what do you call it, waterproof bags. And so yeah, we do have branded. And then the third question was if we have after sales. Yes, we do. We offer a warranty. So recently, this is something we introduced. We offer a 6 months warranty. So if a customer places an order and the order gets bad within 6 months, they are free to return it, and repairs will be on us. And if it's something that is beyond repair, a new, if it is a footwear or whatever it is, the order will be made for them free of charge. So this is one way we're able to, satisfy our customers and keep them coming back.
If you get this loan, what's the percentage increase in production?
I don't have the percentage at the top of my head, but what I can say is that it is going to, have a very great impact in our sales and in the how fast we're able to meet up with the customers' orders.
When you were answering his question, you said your production is basically on order. So I want
Yes.
to know, does it mean you don't have a social media handle where you market your products? Because aside having order, that's basically from maybe from people that have used your product or others. But I would like to know if you have a social media handle where you market your product. It gives you a larger customers, and as you're applying for a loan, you should be able to aim for, I think, to moving towards globally, and it also increases the number of customers you have. So I would like to know if you do, please, we would like to know your social media handle. That's one. And again, I equally would like to ask, in the course of your business, what has been your biggest challenge towards your business, and how do you plan to overcome those challenges? And then finally, how do you intend to update us on your business progress? Because we'd like to know how far you've gone at every stage in time. So how do you plan to update us, and what are we expecting from you? Thank you.
Okay, yeah, those are very wonderful questions. And to answer the first, we do have a social media handles, but for now, we like I said in the beginning, this is a business I run with my wife, so we basically use our personal handles to market our business. So post on WhatsApp, post on Facebook and TikTok. So these are the social media platforms we are using. But if we're able to secure this loan, we already have, we've created our brand's social media page across all social media platforms. So this loan, an amount from the loan will be set aside for running ads, targeted ads to get more customers. And then to answer the second question, so currently on a weekly basis we have close to 15 orders on a weekly basis. So an average of 15 orders weekly. That's what we have. Now, if you do that monthly, you know the number you're going to get. So I would say we are doing pretty well at managing orders. And this is also one of the reasons we're requesting for this loan, because the machines and other things we're going to get would go a long way in facilitating our delivery. So like I said, if we're able to get those things in, with the loan, we'd even be able to take up more customers. So one of the biggest challenges we have in the business is sometimes sourcing for original leather, pure leather. That's one of the challenges we have, because if you look at the country, you see that I think early this year, from January, goods were not coming into the country. So if we go to Aba to source for leathers, so we went there in January, there were no leathers. They said things were not coming into the country and all that. So I think there were issues with the border, and so we're not able to get some materials we use in production. And also the increase in the prices of these materials is also another challenge. Sometimes we go to the market, you can go to the market today to get a particular thing, you get it for a certain price, and next week you go, it has almost doubled in price. So that is also a challenge we face. And at this point, we have discussed price with the customer, so we can't go back and tell the customer, oh, things have changed, so you have to increase the price. It doesn't speak well of the business, so we just have to satisfy our customers. And then too, we also have the challenge of electricity, just like I said in the beginning, which is also why we are requesting this loan to get an alternate power supply that would also help us, in fulfilling our orders. But so far, we've been able to manage these challenges, and we're still making progress. We're still, making profits even amidst all these challenges. And
how do you intend to overcome that? That is the question. Because I don't know, do you have a particular supplier that you get your materials from, or you go to the market to sell them? What's your plan towards that angle?
So now there are two places to get our materials from. Mostly when we have bulk orders, like I said before, we have an average of 15 orders weekly. So when there are more than 15 orders, we usually go to Aba. Like I said, I'm based in Port Harcourt. So when we have bulk orders, we go to Aba. So we have a supplier in Aba where we get leather, soles, and other materials. But when we have few orders, we go to my one in Port Harcourt.
This is a loan, and this is a student who has finished repayment, has given you the opportunity to have this pitch event today. Now, my question is this: how do you plan to pay back this loan so that another student will be given the opportunity as you have been given today?
Our business is built on one of the foundations of our business is honesty and integrity. So in the business plan, we factored how we're going to repay this loan in our, I think, income statements. So during the course of the training, we were told that I think we have 2 months period before we would start repaying the loan. So all these have been factored in to the business. So if we're able to receive this loan, like I said, our revenue is going to increase. So we're going to be making monthly payments after the 2 months, I think, when I say grace period has elapsed. So we're going to be making monthly payments towards the loan. And I'm pretty confident. I think the tenure of the loan is 2 years. I'm pretty confident that we'll be able to repay before 2 years.
With your kind of a business, most times you get to do bespoke products. And looking at the current issues in the country, do you have a kind of range that people, who may not be able to afford bespoke products can actually afford other of your products that you produce, or is it just made for a particular category of persons?
Our products are for everybody, so we are affordable. That's our motto. We are affordable and also offer value, high quality. So it's not for a certain class of people.
So Jerry, we've listened to you, we've discussed about you, your products, and all that you have to do. Your plans, they are wonderful. And I think you qualify to get this loan. Congratulations. The loan will be awarded to you, and we hope that you stand by your words. Good luck to you. Say us well to your wife. I hope she will continue to support you, and I'm sure you will deliver. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's an honor. Thank you so much, everyone, to Greg, to Brother Izemwa, Brother Precious. Thank you very much. I really appreciate this opportunity, and I won't let you down. I won't let you down. I promise that. Thank you very much for your trust in me and in my business.
Congratulations, Jerry, and thank you to the Rotary Club there that supporting Jerry's business. I'm excited to see how things go, and I'm definitely want to buy some leather goods at some point as well.